kecewa dengan Malaysia. Ada satu hal negatif yang ia katakan tentang Malaysia, yaitu, seingat saya belum pernah sih. Namun setelah dia masuk ke negara Malaysia, dia mengaku dengan jujur dan tegas pada video ini, guys. Dan ia katakan di sini bahwa kesalahan besar baginya Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Selamat datang, selamat berkunjung kembali ke channel ini. Halo guys, kali ini kita bertemu lagi, dan hari ini aku sangat senang sekali guys karena kita dapat berjumpa lagi di video ini. Dan selalu saya menyapa semoga kita semua dalam keadaan baik-baik saja, dan selalu mendoakan agar yang sakit lekas dapat disembuhkan dan yang sehat agar tetap dapat menjaga kesehatannya setiap saat dengan cara beraktivitas dan berolahraga secara teratur. Amin. Oke guys, di sini ada pembahasan terbaru lainnya terkait tentang bule asing. Nah, kali ini guys, bagaimana ceritanya bahwa bule asing yang akan kita bahas ini mengaku sudah bertahun-tahun hidup di Thailand guys. Ini dalam arti kata bertahun-tahun ya guys, sudah sangat lama dia hidup di negara Thailand. Dan dia sudah mengetahui lokasi-lokasi atau tempat wisata di sana, sudah mengetahui dan juga sudah mencicipi segala macam kuliner yang ada di Thailand. Sudah tahu juga nama-nama jalan yang ada di sana guys. Namun ada satu hal yang membuat dia rasa tidak percaya guys, bahwa dia mendapatkan kabar angin tentang kuliner Thailand adalah salah satu yang terenak di dunia. Nah, dia secara tegas membantahnya guys. Kenapa? Karena dia sudah mencicipi segala bentuk kuliner yang ada di Thailand, dan itu membantah apa yang dikatakan oleh orang lain, bahwa sesungguhnya dia rasakan tentang kuliner tersebut rasanya biasa saja guys. Ini katanya guys ya, biasa saja. Nah, rupanya sudah 2 kali dia pun masuk ke negara Malaysia. Awalnya guys, awalnya dia masuk ke negara Malaysia, dia berkata bahwa Malaysia itu biasa saja guys. Biasa saja, tidak ada beda dengan Thailand, dengan kesibukan kotanya guys ya. Namun ketika dia datang untuk kedua kalinya ke negara Malaysia, disitulah ada satu perasaan dan feel yang berbeda dia temukan di negara Malaysia guys. Bahkan dia mengaku dan dia sudah merencanakan untuk pensiun, dia akan menetap di negara Malaysia bahkan untuk selama-lamanya. Wah, ada apa ini guys ya? Ternyata ada sesuatu hal yang baru dia temukan di negeri jiran itu. Tapi ada satu hal yang membuat dia kecewa dengan Malaysia. Ada satu hal negatif yang ia katakan tentang Malaysia, yaitu satu hal ini yang memang benar-benar tidak dia sukai guys. Dan di sini kita akan membahas satu hal tersebut guys. Dia sangat akui bahwa sangat-sangat sulit untuk menjalin kerjasama dengan Malaysia. Nah, apa maksudnya guys ya? Sebenarnya kerjasama apa yang ia inginkan dengan Malaysia, dan apa hasil dari kerjasama itu? Oke, sebelum kita membahas atau mereaksi video tersebut, alangkah baiknya bagi Anda yang belum support, silakan kalian dukung dulu channel ini dengan mengklik tombol subscribe dan aktifkan notifikasi bell agar tidak ketinggalan update video terbaru dari channel ini. Jom tanpa berlama-lama lagi guys, dan kita akan langsung saja mereaksi video itu. Ini dia.
I wanted to give my honest opinions about the amazing city of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Now, this is my second time visiting this amazing city. And the first time I came, I fell head over heels for this city. I couldn't believe I'd found somewhere that gave me the sort of the warm, tingly feeling that I got the first time I went to Thailand all those years ago, 17 in fact. And I knew that I needed to come back for a second time just to see if the feelings repeated or if it was just a holiday vibe on my first trip here. Of course, the first time I came, it was my first trip abroad for 3 and odd years. I hadn't been anywhere, as lots of people hadn't because of the global shutdown. So there was a chance that although I did like Kuala Lumpur, it was just one of those, well, you haven't been anywhere for a long time and it's so good to actually experience somewhere new for a change. But now I've been back here for a while. This is my last day, which is why I'm making this video. But yeah, I've been here for a good while now, and I can safely say that the feelings that I felt before for Kuala Lumpur, if anything, have been magnified on this second trip here, which I wasn't expecting. I thought I'll get here, I'll like it, but I'll think, Thailand, I'll just stay in Thailand. But I can honestly say, that I like Kuala Lumpur even more for a second time than I did for a first time, which has never happened before. Which has sort of led me to believe, oh, it's windy, let me change to the phone. Yeah, I've switched to the phone for the remainder of this video. This camera is good, I like it, but there's no microphone protector, and when it's windy, the audio gets destroyed. So where was I? Kuala Lumpur. My honest opinions about this city. The first time I came, as I said, loved the place. Second time, I sort of like it even more than I did on my first trip, which I was not expecting. For a start off, I've had so many fantastic meals in this place. Okay, so many. Malaysian food for me is, one of the best I've experienced. Now, coming from Thailand, I know there are lots of sort of Thai food fanatics who say Thai food is the best in the world. Unfortunately, I've never been blessed with the gift of loving Thai food. And Malaysia, it's such a nice change to be able to go and eat local food. It's actually nice, as opposed to go and eat local food because it's cheap. So that's a huge, huge win for me. Like earlier on today, I had a 6 ringgit nasi lemak, absolutely stunning dish. And I've had a beef rendang and all kinds of fantastic foods. Malaysian food, for me, again, if you're not of the same opinion, that's fair enough, but this is for me. Malaysian food just beats.
Guys, kita pause dulu sini guys ya.
Any
Dan memang betul guys ya, dari video ini pengakuan dia bahwa sudah bertahun-tahun dia di negara Thailand. Namun kenapa hal ini baru dia rasakan di Malaysia saja? Bahwa dia 2 kali ke Malaysia. Yang keduanya nih guys, momen waktu dia kedua kali di Malaysia, dia baru merasakan hal tersebut. Ketika dia menyantap hidangan yang ada di Malaysia atau kuliner di sana, ternyata berbeda dengan apa yang dia rasakan di Thailand. Walaupun di Thailand itu sudah bertahun-tahun dia di sana guys. Namun di Malaysia dia baru mengenal tempat itu dan dia sudah langsung jatuh cinta. Nah, ini adalah sebuah pengakuan jujurnya guys. Dia katakan hal itu sambil mungkin ada rasa kekesalan dia kepada orang-orang yang mengatakan bahwa makanan di Thailand itu adalah salah satu makanan yang terenak di dunia. Namun nyatanya dia rasa kok di Malaysia yang lebih dia dapat feel-nya guys. Dia dapat rasakan kenikmatan itu. Baik, kita lanjut lagi. Tentunya ada hal menarik lagi yang akan dibahasnya.
Single day. Another thing I found, the Malaysian people are so friendly. Now, of course, Thai people are equally as friendly. There's nothing to say that Malaysian people, Thai people, there's much difference in terms of friendliness. They're both the same.
Oh, hal keramahan. Ya, ini poin utama guys.
I've no complaints about that. But the sort of thing that I like most about this place is sort of the different cultures and the multiculturalness that you get from the ethnic Malays, the Chinese, and the Indians, sort of in a whole melting pot. It really adds a different dimension to the city. That in Bangkok you get similar things, but it's sort of magnified and elevated here in Kuala Lumpur. So I'm just checking I'm recording here, telling the phone don't want to get this out and then find I'm not recording. Also, you got your Petronas Towers, which are pretty special, aren't they? Although you don't come to a city based on 2 buildings. But the cityscape here is fantastic, it really is. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, I must admit, I found myself quite jaded in Thailand after 17 years. Bangkok, love the city.
17 tahun ya.
Chiang Mai, again, where I've been for the past 7 or 8 years. Love it. Amazing place. But of course you have the year-round pollution issues, which this year led me to sort of think, well, you need to get out, experience more things, do some more traveling, seeing if you can find somewhere else that you might potentially want to live now or in the future. And sort of we set out a couple of weeks ago. First destination, Singapore. What an amazing place Singapore is. Now, aside from the fact that I could nowhere near afford to live in Singapore, I don't think I'd even want to. It's great, it's fantastic, but it's just a bit too small, a bit too compact, a bit too clean, a bit too perfect, or trying to be perfect in ways that they don't need to be. One of the things I like about Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, but mainly Malaysia as a whole, places like Penang and Malacca, the history is celebrated and shown for what it is. It's not hidden away. And the same in Kuala Lumpur. When you go to places like Chinatown and other places around, you still have the local feelings of how it used to be a long time ago. And in Bangkok, I think, although you do, I find that in Bangkok, places are being torn down in replace of brand new condo buildings. Jesus, my arm is hurting. Wow, holding this phone like this. Am I still filming? I am, yeah. Malaysia has a great balance between old world and new. Fantastic multiculturalism, amazing food, great people, and just overall an amazing vibe. An amazing vibe. In my honest opinion,
Dengar guys pengakuan dia ya. Ini pengakuan dia langsung.
Also Penang, to my list of potential places to move to in the future. Now after here, I'm headed up to a Malaysian island, a Malaysian resort island, to check it out for a few days. Then I'm in the south of Thailand for a bit, just to see what that's like. And then I'm also going to be planning a trip to a different country. I am hoping over the next few years to add a few countries to my list of potential places to move to as a permanent base. The only negative I have about Malaysia, the only negative that I have found is, as somebody whose dream is to move to a country and within a reasonable time frame and a realistic chance of obtaining the citizenship of that country. Now we all know in Thailand it's difficult, and I think Malaysia is equally as difficult, so that's the only negative. You move to Malaysia, you're never going to be Malaysian. I'm still recording, I am, yeah. So that's, for me, the only negative I can think. I want to move to a country where I could realistically become a citizen of. So I really want to commit to a country where I can have a realistic option of obtaining citizenship. So that's my only negative about Malaysia.
Aku baru paham guys, bentar ya kita post di sini. Post, dan ternyata ini yang terjadi guys. Mengapa dia katakan bahwa Malaysia itu adalah negara yang sulit untuk diajak kerjasama? Tentu karena hal ini guys. Karena dia ingin bekerja sama untuk menjadi warga negara warga negara Malaysia guys, dan ingin proses itu dapat berjalan lancar. Nah, kerjasama itulah yang ia harapkan. Namun itu sangat sulit guys ya. Karena bukan hanya ia, namun banyak sekali orang di muka bumi ini yang ingin menjadi warga negara Malaysia. Nah, tapi aku tidak katakan orang-orang mana saja itu, orang dari negara mana. Tapi yang memang sudah sangat sewajarnya bahwa banyak sekali orang ingin menjadi warga negara Malaysia. Pasti Anda tahu ya guys ya, orang dari negara mana saja itu. Dan kita teruskan lagi.
I'm trying to hold my arm down because it's aching like mad holding this phone. I don't have a gimbal or anything. I don't have one of these selfie stick things for the phone. But you know, overall,
ini tempatnya indah sekali guys.
Yeah, it's added to my list of potential places to move to in the future. Of course, Chiang Mai and Bangkok are already on the list.
Mungkin di Taman KLCC ya guys.
Well. Just need to find out how
Apakah
to move here,
benar ya?
visit a few more places, come back to Malaysia maybe in a few months, see if it has the same feeling as it had then. And yeah, in a few years hopefully we'll have a decision. Anybody who's planning on moving to, yeah, that's a good point. This is a good point. If you're planning on moving to say Thailand or Malaysia or anywhere, my biggest mistake moving to Thailand originally was not understanding the rules until it was way too late. I'd already fallen in love. I'd already decided I wanted to stay. I'd already committed to this and I committed to that, only to discover that
kesalahan besarnya.
Oh, aren't I? You love the country, but you're already there. So that's something. Know the rules about what can you get, what you want to get from that country before you commit to it. That's a good point. But anyway, yeah, Petronas Towers here, absolutely stunning. My honest opinions about Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's added to my list of potential places to move to, and I am head over heels with this city. It's fantastic, and I will be back.
Dan itu tadi video yang baru saja kita saksikan guys, tentang bagaimana perasaan sesungguhnya bule ini ketika berada di negara Malaysia. Setelah sebelumnya 17 tahun ia merasakan di Thailand guys ya, bagaimana ia sudah mengetahui seluk-beluk negara Thailand tersebut, dan ia katakan di sini bahwa kesalahan besar baginya ketika ia berada di negara Thailand setelah dia rasakan hal ini di Malaysia. Hal seperti apa itu guys? Yaitu bagaimana tadi dia katakan tentang keramahan orang Malaysia, bagaimana keberagaman orang Malaysia, multikultural, dan juga bagaimana banyaknya kuliner-kuliner yang sangat enak rasanya dia rasakan di Malaysia. Nah, Dia mengaku bahwa banyak sekali orang yang bilang ya di telinganya membisikkan tentang kabar-kabar mengenai makanan atau kuliner Thailand itu adalah yang terenak. Setelah ia rasakan itu biasa saja guys. Maaf karena ini ia yang mengatakan guys, bukan saya ya, karena saya belum pernah makan kuliner dari Thailand guys. Seingat saya belum pernah sih. Namun setelah dia masuk ke negara Malaysia, dia mengaku dengan jujur dan tegas pada video ini guys, bahwa makanan Malaysia itu jauh lebih enak, jauh lebih fresh, jauh lebih nikmat setelah ia makan, dan ia baru tahu hal itu guys. 17 tahun ya di Thailand, baru dia rasakan makanan yang ada di Malaysia itu jauh lebih enak guys ya. Dan ia menyesali hal itu guys. Ia sangat menyesal. Mengapa sih nggak dari dulu aja di Malaysia? Mengapa nggak dari dulu aja tahu tentang Malaysia? Mengapa sudah harus 17 tahun di Thailand baru setelah itu tahu tentang bagaimana kondisi yang ada di Malaysia? Namun itu bukan ia sesali guys, bahwa dia tetap bersyukur tentunya walaupun sudah 17 tahun di Thailand guys ya. Setelah ia Malaysia, ia masih sempat menikmati bagaimana keadaan yang ada di Malaysia guys ya, termasuk itu budayanya, tradisinya, kulinernya, dan juga selain sebagainya guys, seperti itu. Dan guys, itu tadi video dari aku. Semoga video ini bermanfaat bagi kita semua, dan aku menyapa Anda semoga semuanya dalam keadaan lancar-lancar ya guys ya, senantiasa amin. Oke, dan aku mohon undur diri, mohon maaf jika ada kesalahan dan kekurangan, dan akhir kata wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.